Hello, WZG players. Clint here again with another video. Got a comment from a previous video about Erin Hills, about how funny the distances are on some of the shots. Well, I can't help it with that because that's Erin Hills for you. I call it the evolving course because it seems to change every time you play it. Now, the back nine is a lot worse than the front nine, so I want to go over some of the back nine for you. Hole 10 here. If you got the right wind and you can make it, you want to try to hit this slope here. This little area right there. You look on your mini map, you got that gray area right there. Well, that's that slope. You want to try to aim for that slope to give you more of a kick instead of, coming over here somewhere where you don't have much of a slope at all. And it's okay to even get it a little bit of back, about one dimple down. Give it a little bit more lift. Now, if you got a good tailwind, straight tailwind, say, if that was a straight tailwind, I'd probably hit it flat. But with it being a side wind, I want it up, lift it up a little bit further so we get a little bit more distance in the air to carry that slope down there. And if I had a good tailwind, I'd probably even give it like half top. Say it was a 10-mile-an-hour straight tailwind, I'd probably go half top. But, that's nitpicking. You can go flat. Anyway, if you want to try to aim for that slope over on that side instead of over here on the left side, get you more distance. Like a club or two difference. All right. And you got your little approach. Yeah, hit that a little early. So you won't worry about the button. We'll just go on to the next hole and go over with you. Okay, hole 11, the fairway's pretty flat. So there's no really special way to hit it, but the green's a little bit different, and I'll show you that here in a sec. Now the green, as you can tell, slopes left to right. Now I've got a right to left wind, so it's not going to affect me that much, but if it was a left to right wind, I'd want to aim a little further to the left because of the slope and the wind being the same direction. But since it's going towards or against the break, then you just aim normally. Just aim, give a little bit extra if it's a left to right wind. A little short, a little late. All right, let's go to the next one. Now this one here, you can also get a slope on. It's right here. You see this little trail here in the mini map? Okay, so you want to aim somewhere not that far down, but you want to go by that and try to get it somewhere. There's a little, if you can see on the screen, there's a little dip right here. A little dip where my pointer's pointing. About where that dip is there on the left side of that dip. You want to try to aim somewhere in that area. And this is with, of course, once again, you need to know your club distance. So you'll know if you can make that or not. So I don't know if you watched my St. Andrews aiming in heavy winds, that video, then that would be the one you use on this one here. Figure out what the wind is and where you need to aim and all that. That's on my wind aim video that I have on my channel. There's not a whole lot of wind here. So now you see the slope's about right here. And you see the wind is pushing to the right a little bit. And there's that slope there, so that's where I aim. If you go too far over and you hit the slope, what will happen is it'll end up, see if I can show you, it'll end up rolling this way and you'll get into the rough. Now most times it's 25-30, but still, being in the fairway is better than being 25-30, so you don't want to aim too much this direction because you might make it and it'll hit this hump, it'll start rolling this way right into the rough. Oh. And if I hit it flat, or not probably, but you will. So I hit that slope and it rolls down there pretty good. So I'm only 60 yards away. So by hitting that slope, I probably went from a, I don't know, 9-iron, 8-iron down to my 60-yard club. So that just makes a a nice little shot in. And here you can tell the both sides break towards the hole, so it's breaking towards the hole. So left to right, you want to aim a little bit more to the left, right to left, you want to aim a little bit more to the right, because both of them's going straight towards the hole. It's sloping to the left to right, and over here sloping to the right to left. So of course not much of a wind here, so it's not really going to matter a whole lot, because right in the middle is pretty flat. You can tell the dots there in the middle. Going a lot slower, so I'll probably move it over just a little bit. Back up a bit. There we go. It says that you hit this a little long, because it slopes up here, so a little backspin, you hit a little long. Just slam the sucker in, and go to the next hole. Okay, hole 13, par 3, is not a whole lot to this one. You do have a false front in the front, and you got that big slope in the back or middle behind the pin. So you don't want to go too far back. Going a little short is all right, because even though if you roll back down here, it's not, easy little pitch. But you definitely don't want to go long on this one. Because even if you go a little long, it's downhill, and it's sometimes can be a pretty tricky putt. So a little short there by 3 yards, but it was enough to not make it roll back down. Oh, robbery. Let me show you something on slamming real quick. Of course, the one, 0.3 foot. On slamming it, what I do, I've got my meter is, 15, 30, 60, 100, so on. On slamming putts, see, I'm 1.3 feet away. Well, 1.2. So if I'm going to slam a putt, I just hit it. I would hit it 12% at the least, which 1.2 is 12. But on slamming putts, I usually take the distance and hit that in percentage on my 15-foot meter. So if I was say 3.2 feet away, I hit it 32% on my 15 meter. That's how I slam putts. Whatever this the footage is, that's what percentage I hit, taking out the decimal point. So you could make it at 12%, which is about right there. But I always like, slamming real good, so I might just go up to 15 and hit it that way. But that's how I slam my putts. I go by the distance, take the dot out, the decimal, and that's the percentage that I hit my 15-foot meter. That's how I slam my putts. But I don't go past 40%. So, say for example, I'm 4.3 foot away, I wouldn't hit it 43%. I hit it 40%. Of course, when it gets to, 5 foot, something like that, I normally don't slam them unless it's uphill and a pretty slow, real slow break. Okay, now for this hole, I was hoping to have a better wind, or in this case, a worse wind. But this par 5, hole 14, if you're not going to be able to make the green, you can't make the green, and you have to lay up, it's best to lay up over here than it is over here. And I'll show you why when I get up there. But on this wind here, I could probably make the green, but I'm not going to. I'm going to act like that it's a wind that I can't make the green on. Of course, I mean make the green as in making the green on my second shot. Not off the tee box, but my second shot. So let's see. Well, it's better. I'll show you in a minute, but instead of trying, if you can't make the green, it's better than being over here, because if you're over here, it's more of an angle thing of you don't want to, right, I'll explain that here in a second. But it's best to be over here than it is over here. Just look at, okay, how far is the bunker away? How hard do I need to hit it to not make the bunker? Stuff like that. So it's best to be over here. So let's see if I can get in that area there. I have to lay up a bit. If I don't, I'll just try it again. Okay. So what I mean by angle, see right here, the fairway, I got to, pretty much hit it straight. But if I was over here somewhere, of course, with this tailwind, of course, I'd be over here, I'd be able to make the green, but say it was a headwind, instead of aiming over here, whoops, if I was over here, I have to go over this slope and have a chance of this junk here, 60, 70 quicksand, and I would, say the wind is going this direction, okay, that way, at this angle going left to right. I have to be aiming over here somewhere, depending on what the wind's like, and you got all this stuff, you got this hump here, you got a couple of humps here, where you could hit it and it'll either die or it hit it just right and knock you all the way over to this junk. It's better of an angle because it's all fairway here. You skim the rough here, but that's no worries. It's pretty much a straight shot here if you was over here. It's just a better angle. So if you're laying up, you want to be over here somewhere. And where you want to aim at, instead of, let's see, here we go. Instead of going for the pin or going for the green and being down here, so you got 13 feet up on the pin, and you go down here where your ball would end up if you hit it and it rolled back down. It's 5 feet up. So you got an 8-foot elevation right here. And say you don't hit it hard enough or you give it too much back, then that thing's going to roll back to your feet. Or if you hit it too hard or not give it enough back, it's going to roll, and there's a slope back here. It's going to roll way past the hole. Now, if you know the shot, great, go for it if you know the shot. But if you don't, then it's best to be over here somewhere. Like I said, it's 13 feet up there. That's 13 feet, 12 feet, here. So the elevation is going to be pretty level. It's a longer shot, but it's a more level elevation. And if you can make it here, it's even better. It can be down 8. So see, that's 20 feet, or down 7. That's 13. But my target is somewhere in this area right here. And it's a pretty straight tailwind. So, like I said, I can make that probable. No, I can't. But if I went full, I'd be up here. I'd be able to. But like I said, I wasn't going to do that. But let me see if I can hit this angle right here. Okay. Dang on 3 wood. All right, perfect. So now I'm 20 inches down. And instead of using a fluff or a punch or whatever for being over here, I just use my 60-yard club, which is a lot more accurate. And longer shot, but you don't have that high elevation. And actually, if you don't hit it quite hard enough or whatever, you're not, rolling back down here in this, gully again. So, oh, guess I better aim a little bit. Okay, and also you notice out of the green, everything's rolling, to the right. So, you probably want to shorten your aim is what's normal. So I'm just going to barely move it over just a little bit. A little late. Well, not too bad. Then you got a fairly decent birdie putt here. And this hole, 15. My target for this hole is somewhere in this area here. Around here somewhere. So about 330. Pushing a little bit to the left. Now, the reason you don't want to go for the green here, if you don't already know, I'll show you once I get up there. Why you wouldn't want to go for the green. Unless you got one heck of a daggum tailwind and you know you can make it close to the pin. You don't want to be on this, edge of the green because there's a big old slope. There's just all kinds of stuff going on up there. See, you got all kinds of craziness going for us. See all them dots? So say you're over here somewhere. You'd have one heck of a putt going on. Even using your green wedge from over here it's just a nightmare. So you don't want to go for the green on this one here. Not at all. we go. Whoop. How about a punch, not a four shot? I still played an interesting putt, but still. Now, good old 16. Another par 3. This one here, of course, you got the slope there. I mean, if you're a little short, I could turn your 2 yard or 6 foot putt and 20 plus foot putt, just roll down. So it's best to be long than it is short, very much on this hole. So I better aim it. And this hole evolves a lot. See, I hit out any wind actually went the wrong direction. I did hit it a little early though, but I'll try half square. I'm not too worried about the putts. Uh, Gimme. And this one here, I will tell you one thing. If you're in the rough, whatever reason, I found out that if a 3-wood, well, for me, a 3-wood punch is 250. Right. Now, if you're in 30-40, a 3-wood full top punch at 250 will go about 235 yards. That's in 25 or 30-40 if you're in the rough over here. That's about the only thing I can tell you on this hole. Oh, take off punch. Speed it up. And this is another hole I sometimes have trouble with. It's either the distance or the wind. I'll try 1 1/4 over. And 184, which is pretty much a 5-iron, 3/4 back. Hey, sometimes we get lucky. Far too far out. Not far enough. Now, this par 5 here, the longest one. I'll go ahead and just, there's nothing on the drive, just river and river. I'll go more of that. There's two different ways to play this hole. One way that I don't do because it's not a very big target. A lot of people like coming over here, but there's two problems with that for me personally. First one is you're using your 3-wood and you don't know if that 3-wood is going to do what it's supposed to do in the air. Number two, like I said, it's not a very big target, and you got rough over here and the bunker and rough over here, and it's just it's too risky for me. That is, if you know you can't carry this bunker. If I know I can't carry that bunker, then I aim for over here because a much bigger target. Once again, it gives you a longer approach shot coming in, but I'd rather have a long approach shot off the fairway than a shorter one off the rough, or even worse, out of the bunker. So if I can't carry this bunker here, which I can, it's only 237. If I can't carry this bunker, I aim for over here. Bigger target. Whoops. And also the fairway slopes to the left, so if you get a good roll, it could roll you right into the rough. So I got 74 side wind and no elevation. Well, that's the little tricks I do on Erin Hills back nine. Like I said, it's sort of like marrying, as in, you know, where you want to put your ball or where you want to aim your ball on your drives or your approaches, depending on like the par five and stuff like that. So if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section, and appreciate you watching all my videos, and tell your friends about me. All right, well, y'all have a great day.